This shocking video shows the moment a massive gore rammed into a rickshaw, probably thinking it was a predator. The strength of which he attacked the rickshaw truly shows the danger of this animal. His body is just muscle, so you definitely do not want to come face to face with. This chilling dashcam footage captures the aftermath of a 15-car pileup on a motorway in Henan Province, China. The crash, which occurred on January 2nd, unfolded under thick fog that reduced visibility to just 50 meters. The massive collision took place near the Tanzhuang service area and involved vehicles colliding one after another in low visibility conditions. Thankfully, none of the people in the dashcam footage were hurt. The video, widely shared on social media, has sparked discussions about the hazardous air conditions. Smog remains a persistent issue in many parts of China, exacerbating visibility problems and creating dangerous situations on the roadways. A horrifying moment was captured on video as a helicopter spun out of control and crash landed, while the pilot and passengers escaped with minor injuries. The footage, taken by tourist Vivian Carolina Cataldo, 34, shows her and her husband, Paulo Tiago Alves, 38, enjoying a scenic tour over Ubatuba, a popular beach resort in São Paulo, Brazil. Moments after takeoff, alarms sounded and the airplane began to descend uncontrollably. Despite the severe impact, the passengers and pilot survived with minor injuries. Authorities are investigating the crash, with early reports pointing to potential mechanical failure. Could you imagine how disturbing it is when you just want to take a nice helicopter ride, and this is how it ends? Landslides are a dangerous and recurring hazard in China's mountainous southern regions, with the latest shocking footage capturing a near miss on Monday morning near the city of Shangri-La. The dramatic video, filmed by one of the drivers, shows a sudden rockfall triggered by heavy rain as it cascades down the mountainside. The motorist was fortunate to stop just in time, narrowly avoiding being caught in the landslide. The debris from the fall struck a hydroelectric power station currently under construction. This close call highlights the risks drivers face in these regions, where unstable terrain and severe weather conditions often lead to life-threatening incidents. Authorities are likely to further assess the safety of such routes to protect commuters from future disasters. This shocking video originates from China, and the video shows a boy going up an escalator and his sister was following him, but in the most unexpected way possible. The girl was holding on the edge of the escalator in the mall, but wasn't able to pull herself up, so her brother went asking for help, and thankfully, these two men got her on her foot after a few moments. It's unclear why she was hanging like this, but I think they were playing, and she just thought she could get off. But as she went higher and higher, she realized it would be a little bit more complicated. A terrifying moment unfolded in a southern Chinese city when 4 pedestrians were swallowed by a sinkhole after the road beneath them suddenly collapsed. Video footage captured the shocking incident as one man initially fell into the pit but quickly climbed out. Moments later, 3 other pedestrians unknowingly approached the weakened area. The pavement gave way and all 4 plunged into the hole. A parked moped also tumbled in alongside them. Remarkably, all 4 individuals escaped without injuries. Local authorities are now inspecting surrounding structures to prevent further accidents. A shocking power outage left 400,000 homes and businesses in São Paulo, Brazil, without electricity after a massive unmanned hot air balloon collided with power lines. Horrifying cell phone footage captured the tall balloon drifting over the city's east end before lifting a motorcycle into a power pole, triggering a devastating chain reaction.
Meu Deus! Olha isso aí, nossa!
The collision sparked a widespread power outage across 7 neighborhoods, caused a residential fire, and left behind significant damage. Miraculously, no injuries were reported. Cauê Ramos, 20, recounted being jolted awake by the terrifying impact of the balloon, which was later released just before a fireworks display. The release of unmanned balloons is a serious environmental crime in Brazil, punishable by up to 3 years in prison. At around 12 p.m. in 2022, a terrifying moment was captured on this dashcam, showing a strike hitting this city, which made the whole area shake.
Пиздец. И это они, блядь, не бомбят дома жилые?
The city seems desertic, as not many people were on the street, and if this car driver would have driven faster, he would be right next to the explosion, or right on it. He definitely had luck, and thankfully the explosion was way further away. Have you ever experienced a car going the opposite way and you barely had time to react? If you have not taken a look at this dashcam footage which caught a car driving backwards without even thinking if people were coming from behind. The most disturbing part in this video was the curve which completely blocks the way, and if the driver wouldn't be driving on the other side, then they would have collided. A tower crane at a construction site in Dalian, Liaoning province collapsed today after its arm snapped, sending the structure crashing to the ground. Dashcam footage captured the shocking moment the crane's arm broke, causing the counterweight to detach and the entire structure to topple. Debris scattered onto a pedestrian pavement outside the site. Witnesses described hearing a loud bang as the crane fell. One reported seeing the injured operator breathing as they waited for help. The cause of the accident is suspected to involve an overweight load. This terrifying moment shows a soft drinks factory exploding in Lahore, Pakistan after the boiler exploded. People were fleeing the scene from this disaster. The chilling audio recording of the horrifying moment a DHL cargo plane crashed and sparked a massive inferno in Lithuania has left many stunned. The Boeing had just completed its flight from Leipzig, Germany to Vilnius, Lithuania, and was 1 mile from landing when disaster struck around 5:30 a.m. Shocking security footage shows the plane flying dangerously low before suddenly pitching to the right, its wingtip dipping as it plunged into the ground, erupting in a massive fireball. Despite the terrifying crash, communication between the cockpit and air traffic control had been completely normal, with no warning of distress before impact. The pilot had even greeted controllers moments earlier, but as the plane made its final descent, all communication abruptly ceased. The plane narrowly missed a major motorway, instead crashing into a wooded area and skidding hundreds of meters before hitting a 2-story building. The cause of this horrifying crash remains a complete mystery.